Reid, a 19-point win over the reigning premiers. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No, it doesn't. I mean, we really set ourselves early this week because we knew that we were coming against pretty good opposition and we needed to keep the pressure really high right from the start, and we were able to do that. And yeah, it was a really good win.
Can you tell me about that pressure? Certainly when the team came out, they had that intent and they looked really serious about keeping it up for that whole term. How did it feel out there in the first term?
It felt really good. I mean, in the warm-up you could feel it. Everyone was really clear on what we needed to do, and that was just pretty basic. It was just really high-pressure game. We saw a few weeks ago Geelong caught them out, and they did it through relentless pressure, always at them. And so we went in with the focus of that and were able to achieve it. Everyone was on the same page and played really well.
There's a bit of inaccuracy in that first quarter as well. There probably could have been a few more goals and even a bigger lead. What was the message at half-time, even quarter-time, after that sort of start, which could have been even bigger?
I think we're a fair way ahead with our entries, and obviously the opportunities were there. So we weren't panicking about missing the goals. We needed to finish our good work, was one of the messages. So we still kicked a few more behinds in the second half, but we kept at it. It was just a persistent, really good win. We kept at them and got the result.
Bit of a new look forward line tonight with Buddy and Kurt back. What was that like?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it's good to have a good stay-at-home, big, strong power forward up there in Kurt, who proved that tonight. You know, not many guys can contain him one-on-one. So with other guys roaming up the ground a bit with Goodsy, myself and Buddy, that's able to isolate him a bit, and that's a massive advantage for us because there's not too many players in the AFL that are going to be able to out-muscle Kurt. So it was one thing that worked, and yeah, I look forward to keep playing with them.
Can you tell me about your role tonight? You spent some time in the ruck as well as further up the ground. What was just sort of your intent going into the game?
Yeah, it was give Tommy a bit of a chop out. Obviously, he carried a lot of the load tonight, and did last week as well with Parker going down early. So he's been really good for the last 2 weeks with his work rate and being able to play a whole game out in the ruck. Just went in to give him a bit of a chop out and try and just make a contest. Not necessarily put it down the midfielders' throats, but just more so to not let their ruckman put it where he wants.
And how did you enjoy it?
It was okay to move up the ground a bit, playing on those big men, but I think I need to try and jump a bit more rather than body him up because there's some big boys out there.
And a big game coming up next week against the Bombers down in Melbourne. What are you expecting from that match?
Similar to this week. I mean, you know, they're a top side as well, and we can't think because we've won this week then it's just going to happen next week. We need to keep our mindset similar to what it was leading into this weekend, and keep up that really high pressure game that makes us a good team. So we'll be going with a similar mindset that we did this week.